Okay, so good morning again. My name is John Clifford, and I've been responsible for organizing and facilitating this morning's session. This morning's session is on an introduction to SAP SuccessFactors Opportunity Marketplace. Just before we get things underway, I'm just going to do a quick bit of housekeeping. This morning's session will be recorded. We are happy to share the recording and the presentation with any of you who request it. Also, we typically try to make these sessions as engaging and as interactive as possible. So at the end of this morning's session, we will have a questions and answer session, which will be facilitated by myself. You'll notice on your panel, there is a questions and answers tab. So if you do have questions during the course of the session, please feel free to submit them. If not, please feel free to submit any questions you may have at the end. So just before we get things underway, I'm going to, I suppose, firstly, give those of you who aren't familiar with Gavdi Group just a quick overview of who we are and what we do. I will also then just ask the two presenters this morning, Nicolai and Barbara, maybe to just give a quick overview and quick introduction about who they are and what they do for us as an organization. But just running quickly through the agenda before all of that. So we'll do a quick overview of Gavdi Group. Barbara then will provide everyone with an overview of SuccessFactors Opportunity Marketplace. We'll look at some of the core features and functionality, but I think it's fair to say most people here this morning are just here for the demo and just want to, I suppose, get some insights into the look and feel and what the system actually looks like. We'll follow that up then, as I said, with maybe some key takeaways. And who are Gavdi Group? So we're an SAP Gold partner. We're in the SAP space 25 years, hard to believe. This year we celebrated our 25th anniversary with all our colleagues down in Barcelona. I think we're a little bit different to other SAP partners in the sense our focus really has been always just on HR. And I suppose when I talk about HR over the past 25 years, we talk about on-prem, hybrid, and I suppose what's relevant today, SAP SuccessFactors and the cloud. We have a very, very strong Nordic and Scandinavian heritage, headquartered in Copenhagen, still owned and managed by our original founder, a gentleman called Søren Koppelhaus. Fair to say over the past 25 years, we've grown quite aggressively in the sense today we're in 11 countries with 15 different offices and continuing to grow, I'm pleased to say. We're just over 250 consultants. And as you can imagine, I suppose over the last 25 years, we've worked with a huge amount of customers. It must be over 600 at least in a wide variety of different industries and different sectors. Also, I think fair to say over the past few years, and I think a lot of this really has been driven by customer demand in the sense that today, our customers really are what we would describe looking for, total workforce management solutions. And as a result, we now have strategic partnerships with the likes of ServiceNow, SAP Concur, Kronos, just to mention a few. We've also quite heavily invested, I suppose, into our own IP, in the sense we also now have an offering called PXMsoft. People might be asking what is PXMsoft, but basically, I suppose it's the innovative arm of Gavdi in the sense that what we've done is that our innovative team have gone off and created solutions that we feel bridge the gap, for the gaps within the SuccessFactors, whether that be document management or org charting or skills management with certify and comply. So that's just a quick overview, I suppose, of who we are and what we do. I think I can see from a lot of the people attending, a lot of those would be familiar with us as existing customers, but for those of you who aren't, I hope that was insightful. So I'm just going to hand it over to my two colleagues, joined this morning by Nicolai Janning. Nicolai heads up as our SAP SuccessFactors practice and is based out of Copenhagen. Nicolai, maybe just a few words for the audience, please.
Thank you, John, and thank you for the introduction about Gavdi. We also do a bit of services and resell in the workforce software domain, so we don't have that on the slide, but just for interest, if you're looking at that as well, we can also help you there. My name is Nicolai. I head up our SuccessFactors practice across the group. Been working with SuccessFactors for the last 10, 11 years now, and has a background in HR as well. So I have implemented SuccessFactors on the HR side of the table as well before joining Gavdi 7 years ago. Looking back at the development of SuccessFactors, and you can go one forward, John. When I started 10 years ago working with SuccessFactors, it was still a modular solution. However, some of the cross-module interactions were not that tightly integrated as we see that today. As a good example of that is the Opportunity Marketplace, where you can utilize your already implemented SuccessFactors solution and the different modules or process areas, such as performance goals, learning development, and recruiting, to enhance a better adoption of the system in your organization, and also to keep and retain talent in your organization as you can support their continuous growth and development. So this is really something in the development of SuccessFactors as a cloud solution I'm really happy to see, with the continuous innovations, continuous adoptions of the system, and continuing to support HR in their work to keep the fight for talent as well. So it's really about also combining and embracing the cloud technology and continuous innovations. And you will also see later on with the usage of AI and machine learning, how that is tightly integrated into the overall suite of SuccessFactors. So looking back 10 years development of SuccessFactors, I think it's really, really good to see all of these new functionalities taking into account which you can pick and choose and adopt from a cloud perspective to further enhance your HR transformation. So really engage about that, and I hope you also look forward to see this introduction and demo of the Opportunity Marketplace. Sometimes it's difficult to keep up with all the innovations, so I'm sure Barbara will do a great job of introducing that and giving you an overview of the solution. So yeah, with that said, I think that's my words from here on, and really eager to see what we have on the table today as well.
Right. Thank you for joining us this morning, Nicolai. So I'm going to hand it over to Barbara. Barbara is one of our subject matter experts. I was going to say subject magic experts, but no, subject matter experts. Barbara's an associate director based out of London, working with Gavdi now, I think 8 or 9 years. But I'll hand it over to you, Barbara. Maybe just a quick intro to our audience this morning about who you are and what you do. Thanks.
Thank you, John. Thank you, Nicolai. I'll try to keep the speech standards as per Nicolai's standards. So thank you, everyone, for joining. So as John said, very quickly, I'm a senior consultant as well at Gavdi. I've been working in many projects in different SuccessFactors modules, and today I'm here to try to show you and share some knowledge about Opportunity Marketplace. In case you heard about it and you are interested in just, getting to know a little bit more about what this solution is and what value it could bring to your organization. So, as I said, I think there's been a lot of interest lately on Opportunity Marketplace, and also SAP SuccessFactors has invested a lot in, upgraded and enhancing the solution on the recent releases. But then what is actually Opportunity Marketplace? And it's, think of it as like a recommendation platform within SuccessFactors that connects the people or individuals to internal opportunities, and trying to at the same time enhance or develop their skills and their career. And then when we talk about opportunities, we refer to what? That could be opportunities such as learning opportunities or internal job opportunities, mentoring or internal career development, or perhaps short-term assignments. Assignments is a topic that has been brought with Opportunity Marketplace that I will explain on the webinar as well. But it's also a very interesting one. And then also, what value gains will bring this or brings this to the people and to the organization. So just some of the values, it could be or many things, but some of the gains, it's or the focus is on increased retention and also engagement from your employees, which will help them just to, you know, adapt to the or help on the ongoing adaptability of the changing scenarios and the continued growth of the companies. And as, of course, most of the solutions these days, it is AI powered. So it uses machine learning recommendations or also AI technology to recommend unique opportunities to each individual and their whole self. And when we talk about the whole self, we are not talking about just competencies or just skills. We are talking about everything: competencies, skills, aspirations, interests. Can we go to the next slide, John, please? So we just wanted to highlight some of the key benefits of Opportunity Marketplace. Of course, there will be many, but just to give you an idea of some of these points that we think are important and also good to highlight. It will help, or it helps people to craft their careers because it takes into account people's aspirations, people's interests, and their current skills to connect them with the opportunities that fit best them in terms of career development. Also, as I said, or I'm not sure if I said this before, but nowadays the organization are just looking to adopt a more agile working approach. So Opportunity Marketplace can create this agile workforce that's ready for challenges, that's ready for changes, and it supports this changing by offering this solution that make it easy for the employees just to search for opportunities within the company and not going, to the market. And also, it helps the employees to get the best possible recommendations by using machine learning based recommendations. So it learns about the employee, their skills, their interests, and then it will just offer the best opportunities based on these attributes. All these benefits or all these, let's say, opportunities will help build like a culture of continuous learning. So basically, it continues provide updates to individuals' preferences or opportunities based on their current or reflecting their interests, reflecting their development goals, reflecting where they want to go in the future. Good. So having said that, I think we can go into the important part as well, which is the demo. And I think, John, I'll take over from you now, if you don't mind.
Sure.
And share my screen. Good. Hopefully you should be able to see my screen now. So Opportunity Marketplace basically or mostly originates from other SuccessFactors products. So today, the demo, I would like to start it from Growth Portfolio. If you join me on my previous webinar, which was around Talent Intelligence Hub, you may remember that I mentioned the growth portfolio and I show growth portfolio. And yeah, sorry, John.
No, apologies.
No, that's fine. So I wanted to start the demo or the webinar from Growth Portfolio and then move into Opportunity Marketplace, just to show that connection that Nicolai also mentioned, that nowadays, like a separate modular solution, but it connects to all of the modules and all of the solutions. If you don't remember what is Growth Portfolio, remember this is a dynamic library that it will show, or it shows the employee attributes where those are skills, competencies, but also, I don't know, aspirations, interests, as you can see on the top of the page. And they can see their own attributes or their own skills, but also if they are allowed to, they could also see others or their team's attributes as well, attributes library. It's not only about attributes or about skills, but it also shows you your roles, as aspirations, where you want to go, where you want to develop your career, as you can see here. So Matthew, he's very interested in different roles. He wants to push his career forward into perhaps different opportunities or different possible target roles. And he is working towards that goal. So as you can see, he can also have an idea if he wants to develop his career into a country VP role. Where is he today, and what he needs to do in order to be ready to be into that role. So he can have an idea of what he needs to develop for the role. If I go to the role itself, he will have an idea, okay, what skills and attributes he has already developed, and he doesn't need to improve further in order to get the role. But he will also get an idea of what skills he needs to develop further or improve in order to be ready for the role. And that's where we connect with Opportunity Marketplace. So he can go to the marketplace to explore opportunities in order to develop further or grow within the company. This is the opportunity, or this is the marketplace. This is where a user can get or select areas of interest, view assignments, as on this broaden your experience section, or they can also search for internal jobs that match their interests, their career aspirations. As you can see, this is what I have been recommended, or Matthew had been recommended. It's same in terms of learning content or learning skills, or learning courses that he can search or he can explore in order to develop further. He can also join mentoring programs to develop his career further, or explore other career options, other career opportunities in different roles that the ones he's looking today. All of these recommendations come based on also Matthew's interest, Matthew's aspirations. So it's very important, his growth portfolio, in order for the marketplace to show what's best for him, or what are the best fitting opportunities he could get. Okay. He can also search for opportunities. So let's say that Matthew is very into sales, and he wants to understand what opportunities within the company he can find within the sales topic of the sales area. So if he search for these, the marketplace will show him what other opportunities related to this topic are. He can use the results for set just to narrow down. Okay, that's those search results, and easily find what he's looking for. And he can search on different, let's say, sections. It's not only related to assignments, but he can also search learning courses related to his topic, or open jobs, or anything that is related to where what is the skills or the area that he wants to develop further. Okay. If he finds something that might be of his interest, but is not, he has not decided yet whether this is something is right for him now, but he wants to keep an eye on that, he can also bookmark opportunities. So when he bookmarks opportunities, he keeps them in let's say in one place, so he can go back to these bookmarks at any time, on the bookmark shelf, and then decide, okay, is this now the right time for me to just explore this opportunity? review the opportunity and then decide, yes, it's the right time, or maybe just leave it for another time. Okay, let me go back to the recommendation page because I want to show you something else. So he not only he can bookmark opportunities, but he can also decide whether this is something that he is interested in or not. And by deciding whether this is something of his interest or not, the system, as I said, a machine learning recommendation, it will know that it will not suggest or recommend this type of opportunities anymore to him. So basically, let me go to broaden your experience. He can also get more refined recommendations in the future based on his interests. So this part here that says I'm interested in, you can, based on the skills and attributes that you create and you maintain on your growth portfolio, you can help the marketplace refine the offerings of the recommendation it gives to you. So all these skills or all these attributes are the ones that I choose in my growth portfolio, and I can decide which ones of these might be I can decide which are my areas of interest. So then when I visit the marketplace again, it will only show me recommendations based on these areas of interest that I have. Okay, good. So let's say I've been looking at, for opportunities within the marketplace. I am keeping an eye on certain opportunities. I am interested in other opportunities, but then you can also keep track on all of these opportunities that you are exploring, and you can check what you have bookmarked, so what's in your bookmark shelf, to decide, yes, I want to go for this, or perhaps not now, but later. You can check the opportunities that you decided just to explore, and you are actively, looking into those recommendations and work towards, develop your career based on those opportunities that you are looking to go into. Oops. Sorry, I have a message in my laptop. We'll read later. So let's go to the opportunities that I've bookmarked. Any opportunity that you bookmarked, as I said, it will be on the bookmarks shelf, and you can decide whether now is the right time to just go after that opportunity, or perhaps it's not yet, or it's not relevant anymore to you, and you can just either apply for the opportunity or bookmark this opportunity. It depends on what type of opportunities or recommendation is, or whether what you will be doing with this. So if it is an assignment, as the ones that you can see here, I will talk about assignments, in shortly. But basically, you can apply to these assignments, and you can decide to work towards that assignment. Now, if it is a learning, or, for example, an internal job, of course, that's different. You will be able to just get that learning and go through that course. If it is an internal job posting or job opportunities, you can decide whether you will actually, apply for that role and to be considered as an internal candidate for that specific role. So let me talk a little bit about assignments, which is one of the, let's say, not the main topics, but a huge topic for the marketplace. Assignments within Opportunity Marketplace, it refers to, let's say, practical experience that you can do that normally last less than 12 months. So these are short assignments, and it could be full-time assignments, part-time assignments. And the main point of this, or the main objective of these assignments, is to get like practical experience to develop your skills, but also collaborating within your organizational teams, and basically promote like internal mobility instead of your individuals or your employees to perhaps look for that practical experience outside of the company. If there was an assignment created, as you can see, for example, sales and business development, you can review as an employee this assignment. You can read all of the details, when is it started, how many openings are, what type of attribute skills are required and may help you deliver, what is the topic about, and then you can decide whether you would like to apply for this assignment or not. If you like to apply for this assignment, then you can just go to apply, and your application will be reviewed by the owner of the assignment, or owners, depending how many people are owners, and they will let you know whether you are going to be considered for this assignment or not. So this is basically practical experience for the people to develop their skills within the company, and as I said, with more hands-on or practical, let's say, assignments. And as I said, assignments, are usually short time. They last less than a year, so it's focused on short-term experiences rather than like a longer type of experience. It is as easy as just decide when or which dates you can start and complete the assignment. You can leave some comments and you can apply for this. Once you apply, then you can keep track of your current opportunities and you see whether you have been considered for the application or not, and how you would do that. So from manage my opportunities, the ones that you have in progress, you can have an idea on where you are with your opportunities, whether you want to, I don't know, change your current development aspirations. Maybe you are looking into something else, so you don't want to perhaps develop in certain roles, so you can just update which roles you are still looking for, to pursue, or perhaps some of these roles you no longer are interested in. Then you can update this information within the system. But also, as you can see, you have also your assignments. You have just applied, so you need to wait for your application to be reviewed and accepted before you can start working on these assignments. The same way, I can apply for other people's assignments and work on those assignments if I have the right role. I could also create assignments. So if I show you this, I could create an assignment and just wait for people to apply and review the application to make sure that we get all the people that is interested in to join this assignment, and then of course start or just kick off this assignment as a practical experience. So Matthew, he has created an assignment which is a sales bootcamp. He published this assignment and he's just waiting for people to apply for the assignment. And because he's the owner of this assignment, he will get the applications and he will be in a position to review the applications and decide whether he would like to accept these applications for this assignment, or perhaps not at this moment, because there's still skills to develop in order to be able to go through this assignment or be able to, participate on this assignment. Good. Let me just go back to the main page. There we go. So one of the last things that I want to say about the marketplace, and as you can see, it's a very straightforward solution. Perhaps it's not as big as a SuccessFactors module, but it's bigger like just a feature. So that's why perhaps I would like to call it a solution. Is that all these machine learning recommendations will be done based on, of course, not only what's your current role and your current skills, but also what other interests that you have on the growth portfolio, as I mentioned before. So every time you keep your growth portfolio up to date, then the marketplace will be able to recommend or suggest the best opportunities that fit those aspiration or career development goals that you have. And it will be, offering or updating the recommendations based on those interests that you as an employee or an individual have within the company that you work on. Good. I believe, John, that would be it in terms of showing around opportunity marketplace and the system. So we can go back to the slides.
Thank you, Barbara.
Let me stop sharing. Yeah.
Really good. Thank you so much. Barbara, I'm just, I suppose, just if we could finish it from your side, and I'm just flying through the slides, is that what would be really helpful, I think, and there's quite a few questions, and we'll try to get around to as many of them as we can, and the ones that we don't, we'll follow up with you individually. We're happy to do that. But if you wouldn't mind, Barbara, maybe just, to summarize, for you from a consultant's perspective, what are the key takeaways for the morning?
And I mentioned this at the beginning of the webinar and on the slide. So as most of the solutions nowadays, the recommendations can also be powered by AI technology. So basically, in Opportunity Marketplace, on the marketplace, you can have new sections to the ones that I show that will help you grow, but on your current role. So I think this is one of a very interesting feature that has been released on the latest enhancement or release, because we talk about Opportunity Marketplace and I always talk about future career development, future roles, but with this AI let's say, technology, it also focuses on your current job roles. So there's a new section that is called Ignite Your Role. And basically, it just tries to help you develop the skills that you have, but also in your current role. Anything that could help you also ignite your current role and push those recommendations also, considering where you are today. Another section that is powered by AI and that comes with the AI recommendations is the aspirations. So basically, it will help you develop your skills, taking into account your aspiration and, of course, against your development goals. There's also a section called Topics for You, which takes into account as well your growth portfolio and all these other recommendation and your interest that you choose in the marketplace. So it just helps AI. It helps refine a little bit more and try to give you the best opportunities or the most relevant, let's say, opportunities that you can have. And it tries to encourage more exploring the internal opportunities rather than going externally, as I mentioned before. Now, one of the, in order for you to take advantage of or the full advantage of opportunity marketplace, you need to make sure that you have the corresponding products. So you need to make sure that you have learning, that you have succession and career development for the development goals, for developing the career, recruiting management, just to get the best matching job opportunities that are internally within the company. So having the corresponding products, it will help leverage the marketplace a lot more, and it will help the individuals take advantage of the solution. What is also very important is that you have job profile builder and talent intelligence have enabled, because remember that either job profile builder or talent intelligence have worked a lot with skills, competencies, or job related competencies and skills. And also that's what is important for opportunity marketplace to show or recommend the best possible opportunities to the employees. If you are looking to implement opportunity marketplace, do let us know. Of course, we can support you in the implementation journey. We are your advisor, and we can help on the best possible approach in order to get the most out of this solution.
Thank you, Barbara.
Hopefully there will be some questions.
There's quite a few. You'll
Okay.
be pleased to hear. Yeah, quite a few.
Okay.
As I said, listen, we'll get around to as many as we can. For those of you that we don't get to answer, we'll follow up with individually. But listen,
Yes.
Very insightful session. Thank you so much. I'm going to give you a chance to listen to catch your breath. In the sense, you've been speaking pretty solidly now for the last 45 minutes. So first question, and it's a really good question, and this one is from Michael. Thanks for the question, Michael. Michael's just questioning about usability. Is it available on mobile? Happy to answer that one myself. I'm no expert, but I do know that Opportunity Marketplace is fully optimized and available on all mobile devices. One for Nicolai, actually. Do you need a separate license for Opportunity Marketplace? I think I know the answer, but Nicolai, I'll hand it over to you.
Yeah.
I was muted. And a really good question, as some of the elements in SuccessFactors are already included in the license or in the platform license, such as Talent Intelligence Hub. However, Opportunity Marketplace is licensed separately. So that will be your SAP account manager or your Gavdi account manager that can help you procure that.
Great. Thank you. A question from Lars, and I think this resonated with a lot of people on the call. I think Barbara answered it towards the end of the session, but just again for people who may be curious, just in regards to, I suppose, modules and components, Barbara, what do you need, I suppose, really to get the best usage out of the solution itself?
Yeah, so the prerequisite itself in order to configure and enable Opportunity Marketplace, of course, is the license. But other than that, as for the implementation, the only prerequisite list by SAP SuccessFactors is that you have either Talent Intelligence Hub or a Job Profile Builder. Now, in order for you to get the most out of it, as I show it on the demo, if you have learning module, succession and development, recruiting management, and mentoring, which is part of, succession and development. If you have all of these modules, then you can get the most out of Opportunity Marketplace, because the recommendations comes out of all these SuccessFactors modules, but those are not prerequisites for Opportunity Marketplace. So you can still implement it if you have some of those modules. Okay.
So the scope of Opportunity Marketplace will depend on the modules implemented, and the more modules you already have or will implement before, the more value you will get out of Opportunity Marketplace.
Exactly. Thank you, Nicolai.
Really good question. As I said, it certainly has resonated with people. Just gone back into the questions as well, and this is one from Louise. Thanks for the question, Louise. Louise is asking Barbara, can you create different types of assignments? In the sense, is there can you create, I suppose, an approval workflow?
Yes to both. So there are different type of assignments that you could create in the system. I forgot to show you this, but I mean, the examples that I have were like internship, mentorship, fellowship. So you can have different type of assignments, and you can also have approval workflows. You can have approval workflows for the creation of the assignment, but also for the application to the assignment. So if you want an applicant to get approval before going to assignment, that is also possible.
Thank you. Good answer. Here is another question. Thanks for the question, Michelle. Really good question, actually. Is there any system configuration to set up Opportunity Marketplace?
Yes, there is some configuration needed, although it looks like it's like pretty straightforward. But for the assignments topics, there's some specific configuration needed. As I said, you can have workflow, you can configure the type of the assignments, you can have some fields configured into there in order to create these assignments, to work with the assignments, to get the applicants. So most of the configuration will be around this assignments topic in Opportunity Marketplace.
Okay. I'm going to take two more questions. This is another very, very relevant question. It's from Jonas. Thanks for the question, Jonas. And I think you may have covered this as well, Barbara, but do line managers have any visibility or control to direct the reports so they can apply for assignments?
Yes, and I think that's connected to what I think one of the previous questions. So you can get these approvals in place for assignments, so they could have visibility of that as well, the line managers. Yeah.
Cool. Last question, and another very, very good question. Can you segment assignments to show for only certain people?
That's a good question. I need to find that out.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll find that out, because usually the assignment recommendations are connected based on the individual aspirations and what skills and roles are linked to the assignment. So, yeah, we can come back to that one. It's a very good question, actually.
Yeah,
you gave me some homework.
And on that note, I suppose just from everybody on the Gavdi side, I'd like to thank you for taking the time out this morning to attend the session. Hope you found it insightful and a good use of your time. A big thank you to Barbara for presenting on this. As I said at the beginning of the call, she is one of our subject matter experts. Both Barbara and Nicolai are all on LinkedIn if you want to reach out to them and connect with them and position any further questions you may have. But I just might hand it over to Nicolai, maybe just for the last few words, just regards to OPM and I suppose maybe what does Gavdi's offering look like. Thank you.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you, John. And we will, in the coming period after this webinar, send out a one-pager to all who participated with information about the implementation and package. for doing this. So if you want to go ahead, you already there have something to discuss internally in your teams. I think this is a great opportunity to further enhance your SuccessFactors solution, drive adoption, and in fact get even more out of your existing SuccessFactors landscape. So yeah, great opportunity, and thank you very much to all for joining this webinar today, and thank you to you, Barbara and John, for organizing and presenting.
Thanks, Nicolai. Just I suppose from an event perspective, we are, I suppose, holding a series of events of everything around SAP SuccessFactors. We'd be delighted if you could join us in a couple of weeks. We're doing a session on skills management around one of our products, Certify and Comply. We also have an event planned on employee central payroll. That's going to happen also in probably a month's time with one of our payroll consultant, a lady called Michelle Bates. But on that note, as I said, we will follow up. We will send out a recording of the session and the presentations. And feel free, if you do have any additional questions, to reach out to us. And on that note, I'll give you a few minutes back, and wishing everyone a great day. Thank you for your time.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.
Good day.